Hey, what's up, people? It's Saturday, and I know some of you were expecting my videos. Like for 2 weeks, I couldn't upload any video because I was quite busy. Sorry for that. But today we're going to discuss how to get a high score on the TOEFL iBT test. All right. So first of all, why people need to take this test? Like there are several reasons. First of all, like maybe you're the first reason, like you're probably applying for a university to study in a English teaching university, where you're going to study all the lectures and all the classes in English. And second reason might be like you just want to prove your employer that you have a good level of and a good knowledge of English that can prove that you can work in an English-speaking environment with international colleagues. So a brief intro. What is the TOEFL like? Like it has 4 sections. Now, you probably know, like first, like there is a reading, a writing, listening, and speaking, right? So I might not be able to. I might have said them like the order in the wrong order, the sections of the test. But these are the 4 sections. So on each section you get a maximum score of 30, and a total maximum score would be 120. Now, is it possible to get 120? I don't think so, personally, but I think you can get a score which is close to that. Now, how to do that? Like, there are a lot of students who want to like suddenly come up with a decision, make up their mind to take the TOEFL test, to sit for it, and there are a lot of mistakes that make. The common mistake they make is their level of English is not good enough for the test, and their expectations are high. So they sit for the test urgently, and they don't get the score that they need. Now, how can you get a score that you need? Well, depending on what is the score that you expect, or what is the required score of university, like. Your preparation for it can change. But my personal advice and my personal tip on preparing for the TOEFL test is that your level of English, your general of knowledge of general English, should be like at least somewhere close to advanced or up intermediate, and only then you can easily prepare for the test, because this test is not about your like general knowledge of English. It's more about like techniques. So you should already have an advanced level of English or a good understanding of English before taking the test. Of course, if your English is good enough, you cannot just immediately go and sit for the test. After you have prepared for the general, after you have improved your English up to advanced, and you think that you're ready to study the test, then you can take time to, like, let's say 3 months to prepare for the test. And if your English is really very close to advanced, if you're very, very comfortable with listening to different materials and understanding them and speaking fluently, quite fluently, and being able to write simple essays on different topics, and you're able to read and understand basic material in English or in articles, then you can prepare for the test, learn the techniques and the tips with a tutor or by yourself. You can get the score that you need. Now, the best score I think is somewhere between 90 and 100. So if you want to get a score like that, you need to you need to work with a tutor. Why is it important to work with a tutor? Because like for the reading, listening, and speaking section, no, not even the speaking section. For the reading and listening section of the IBT TOEFL test, you can prepare on your own. You can do it by yourself. You can study the material, take the tests, take the mock test, see what are your mistakes, and learn the tips, and try to get a higher score. Because it's a multiple choice, like A, B, C, D, and you have to pick one. And you can also check your mistakes and learn from them. But for your speaking and writing, you need a tutor who can work on your mistakes, who can rate you, evaluate your essay and your speech, and tell you on what sections or what things you need to work on and improve on. So that's my advice. And as long as you do all of this, I think 90 or 100 is guaranteed. You can get a score like that. If your English is good enough and you have taken the time to prepare for the test, you can get the score that you need. That's all for today.